back at Adventure Chiropractic. I'm Dr. Chris. We're going to talk about functional movement systems, active movement screening today. This is really handy that we use this in the clinic a fair amount to assess what patients can work on, because sometimes we are out of pain or our pain is intermittent and we don't always know what's causing it. These test movements, if we have pain when we're doing them, tells us there's something wrong, and you should definitely consult your chiropractor, physical therapist. We're always here to help you at Adventure, and figure out what's actually going on. But even without pain, sometimes the movement can be dysfunctional enough that your movements will cause pain in the future or cause intermittent pain, and these help us really figure out which movements you're good at and which ones you can maybe work on. So let's go through the quick rundown on the list. First off, our standing movements, basic squat, okay? We're gonna grab a PVC pipe or a broom handle at home. We're gonna have a link below to a checklist that you guys can score along if you'd like. Also, there's gonna be a PDF for all this stuff down below that you guys can look up if you wanna re-reference this later in addition to the video. We're gonna go into an overhead squat, and you just grab your pipe, work overhead with your hands, lock them out over top, and squat down as deeply as you comfortably can with our heels flat on the floor, okay? If we can do that with no problems, you score 3 out of 3 possible points there. If we were to maybe have a little bit of a fall forward, or if our hips shift to the side or do anything goofy, then we just subtract a little bit of scores. If you can still get overhead, if your feet are up on a block, we'd call that a 2 out of 3. If we can't get down even with our heels up a little bit like that, if we're still off to the side, that's a 1. If there's any pain, it's a 0. So you guys get where the scorecard's going with these, okay? All right, next we're gonna cover the inline lunge. We're gonna take our broom handle, we're gonna put it behind our back, hold along our head, our shoulder blades, and our tailbone. We're gonna go ahead and step forward in a lunge, trying to place our knee very close to the back of our heel. We're gonna come back up, repeat on the other side, okay? We're going to pay attention to this. If we feel the bar come off our back, if we're bending forward, we're going to deduct a point. If we're seeing any side-to-side motion or issue, or if we can't stay on our line, we're going to go ahead and deduct a point also for a score of 1 point. Next, we're going to discuss shoulder mobility. So a shoulder clearing test, we're going to just place one hand on our opposite shoulder and try to lift our elbow all the way up to our forehead. Okay, if that hurts at all, we're going to stop the testing right there. We're going to go seek out a healthcare professional, your chiropractor, your physical therapist, okay? Repeat on the other side. If there's no pain with that, we're going to proceed on to the next test. So we're going to make fists out of our hands, and we're going to try to go ahead and check our mobility behind our back and see if we can get our hands within 1 fist width of each other on our first reach. No inching your hands further and further together. Okay. If we go back the other way and we can't get them as close together, we're going to know that we have some functional movement issue on whichever side can't make it as high. Before moving on to the next 3 tests, we're going to go ahead and do 2 more clearing tests. If there's any pain with these 2 clearing tests, we're not going to even try the other tests. We're going to go ahead and find our healthcare professional to help us out with that pain first. First test is going to be lumbar flexion test. We're going to put our hands and knees on the floor. Just going to sit back into full lumbar flexion and put our head down to the floor. If there's pain across your back when you're doing this, go ahead and stop. If there's no pain there, we're going to rest our stomach on the floor in a push-up position. We're going to press up into extension as high as we possibly can. If there's no pain here, we're ready to proceed on to the next test. All right, guys, the next test is an active straight leg raise. What we're going to do is we're going to lay flat on our back, rest both legs down. We're going to try lifting as high as we possibly can with this leg, and we're going to see where our ankle passes. Okay, we're going to grade ourselves a 3 if we can get our ankle past our mid-thigh. If we can get it above our knee but not past our mid-thigh, that's a 2, and it's a 1 if we can't get it above the knee. We're going to repeat the test on the other side. The next test is a trunk stability push-up. We're going to lay on our stomach back in the push-up position again. This time, we're going to put our thumbs at eye level. kind of get your moose antlers out there, guys. Set them right here. For women, the test is actually thumbs at chin level, okay? We're gonna go to eye level, place our toes down toward the floor, and we're going to brace up off the floor. We're looking for our low back and core to move as one unit up without any sagging to push up and without any back sides up in the air. We want one clean press, straight up. All right, the last test is a rotary stability test. We're gonna get on our hands and knees again on the floor, and we're gonna go ahead and attempt to hold our arm and our leg out straight without twisting or rotating our body at all, okay? If we can do that, we're gonna give ourselves a 2. If there's any issue with rotation or twisting and we can't maintain our balance, it's gonna be a 1. If we do well on that one, we can try the third tier, which would be to brace our core and bring our arm and leg on the same side, straight out, without falling over. But make sure you can test with the opposite arm and knee first so that we don't fall over or have any injuries. All right, guys, so if you're following along at home on your score sheet, you should have a maximum score of 3 possible points for each of the 7 tests that we just did. Don't worry about the clearing test, we're just seeing if there's pain with any of those. But comment below, let us know how you did on that score. What was your score out of a total possible 21 points? Tell us in the comment section down below. If you liked this video, if you found it helpful, make sure you subscribe and hit the alert bell for all future videos so you can get those and see what we're doing at Adventure Chiropractic here. And if you had problems with these, if you didn't score 21 out of 21, let us know if we can help you. We're always here at Adventure Chiropractic to help you move better, feel better, be a better you.
Everybody's moving, everybody's moving.